In the current context, it is crucial to fully recognize the nutritional values of mushrooms in the agriculture and food industry. Mushrooms, known as a highly nutritious food source, are commonly used in daily diets, including varieties like straw mushrooms, oyster mushrooms, and shiitake mushrooms. Not only popular in consumption, these mushrooms also offer numerous health benefits. However, the rare medicinal mushrooms are often less discussed. Mushrooms provide a large amount of essential micronutrients with a low calorie count, making them an important component in healthy diets. They are rich in antioxidants and fiber, playing a crucial role in preventing harmful free radicals from damaging the body. Additionally, mushrooms are a source of B vitamins, selenium, zinc, and copper. These micronutrients are vital in the process of cellular energy production and are essential for a healthy immune system. Are you curious to know how mushrooms are grown? In today's video, join us at Nature Farm to explore what cutting-edge technology in mushroom cultivation and processing looks like around the world. I hope you will take a moment to like the video and subscribe to the channel to support us. And now let's get to the details. In the mushroom cultivation process, the preparation of the substrate plays a central role, requiring the creation of a nutrient-rich and sterilized environment to support the growth and development of mushrooms. Selecting the appropriate substrate material is crucial due to the differing requirements of each mushroom species. The chosen substrate must undergo pre-processing steps to eliminate competing organisms and create ideal conditions for mushroom growth. Common pre-processing methods include soaking, boiling, or steaming to sterilize and enhance the nutrients of the substrate. After the substrate has been processed, mixing and further handling are necessary. Nutritional components such as wheat bran or soybean meal can be added to the substrate to provide nitrogen, gypsum for calcium, and lime to adjust the pH, thus enhancing the nutritional value of the substrate. It is important that the substrate maintains proper moisture levels, moist but not overly wet, to optimize conditions for mushroom development. In the agricultural industry, particularly in mushroom cultivation, experienced mushroom producers often tightly control the moisture content of the substrate and adjust it as necessary to create optimal conditions for mushroom growth without encountering mold or bacterial contamination. After the substrate is sterilized or pasteurized, the next step is to cool it down to the appropriate temperature for inoculation. The mushroom cultivation process begins when the mushroom spawn or mycelium is introduced into the substrate, initiating the colonization process where the mycelium will grow and spread throughout the substrate. Initially, the selection of mushroom strains must be carried out carefully. Different mushroom species require different environmental conditions and substrates to achieve optimal growth. Growers should choose high-quality spores or mushroom strains as the starting point for their cultivation process. In this case, the selected strains are usually packaged and sent to laboratories, where they are cultivated and grown in a microbe-free environment. After the substrate has been prepared and the mushroom strain selected, the inoculation process begins. This stage involves introducing the mushroom strain into the pre-prepared substrate, marking the start of the mushroom growth cycle. In the specialized field of agriculture, the process of preparing and incubating mushroom substrate is meticulously and scientifically carried out to ensure optimal development of the mycelial network, fungus threads. Initially, the fibrous mushroom spawn is evenly distributed and mixed with the substrate. This mixture facilitates the growth and spread of the mycelium throughout the substrate, thereby forming a networked linking system. The mixing of the substrate is performed using an industrial mixer with a conveyor belt to ensure the substrate is consistently stirred. Afterwards, this substrate mixture is transferred into the incubation system and into the incubation room. The incubation process begins in a room with strictly controlled conditions regarding temperature, humidity, and light. Ideal environmental conditions for mushroom growth include temperatures ranging from 55 to 65 degrees Fahrenheit and a humidity level of about 90%. Additionally, air circulation must be ensured to prevent the accumulation of carbon dioxide and promote proper oxygen exchange, thereby strengthening the mycelium's penetration into the substrate. In the next stage of the incubation process, When the growing conditions of the mushroom fruit bodies are optimally adjusted, small structures called pins begin to appear on the surface of the substrate. These pins will develop into mature mushrooms, marking the success of the mushroom cultivation and incubation process under controlled conditions. During the mushroom harvesting process, skilled laborers employ precise techniques to gently pluck mushrooms from the cultivation environment, minimizing damage to the delicate parts of the mushroom, such as the cap and stem, which are susceptible to injury during harvesting. Afterwards, the mushrooms are carefully gathered into baskets or trays, specifically designed to ensure proper ventilation, preserving the quality of the mushrooms throughout transportation and handling. Some mushroom production facilities have adopted advanced technologies to automate the sorting process, utilizing image processing algorithms and computer vision. These devices are capable of analyzing characteristics such as size, color, and shape of the mushrooms and categorizing them into appropriate groups. Furthermore, thanks to advanced imaging technology, these automated systems can accurately detect signs of damage or contamination on mushrooms. In such cases, a robotic arm precisely separates the damaged mushrooms, ensuring that the sorting process is automatic and efficient, while maintaining consistent classification standards. This not only enhances production efficiency, but also ensures that only high-quality mushroom products are selected for packaging and distribution, minimizing health risks to consumers and increasing the overall safety of the product. After selection, the clusters of mushrooms are transferred to a washing area equipped with an automated conveyor system. Additionally, the used substrate trays from the initial harvest are moved to a composting area to serve subsequent second and third mushroom crops. This reuse process not only optimizes substrate utilization, but also enhances overall productivity throughout the mushroom production lifecycle. After washing, the remaining substrate is transported out of the factory via a conveyor system. During the mushroom washing process, a gentle stream of water is sprayed to remove contaminants that could cause pollution. The water pressure is carefully adjusted to avoid damaging the fragile structure of the mushrooms. Some factories utilize technology with shaking tubs or vibrating water tanks to improve cleaning efficiency. After washing, the mushrooms undergo a drying process with finely tuned techniques to prevent microbial growth and maintain quality, while also extending the product's shelf life. Given the increasing market demand for mushrooms, advanced systems are implemented at mushroom processing facilities to enhance their capacity to handle large volumes. Mushrooms are harvested and processed using various cutting methods, from sharp knives to specialized cutting machines, to meet different requirements for size and shape of the final product. For instance, mushrooms might be sliced into uniform thin pieces or diced, and larger varieties like portobello or shiitake might be quartered or halved. The packaging process is automated with the support of robots. After the mushrooms are placed in the box, a robotic arm seals the lid. The container is then shaped by a machine, ensuring that all necessary information such as the company name, production date, expiration date, and product price is accurately printed before the products are distributed to retail outlets, such as grocery stores, restaurants, and specialty shops. The entire process from inoculating the mushrooms, preparing the substrate, selecting strains, incubating, harvesting, cleaning, and finally packaging is meticulously and scientifically executed to ensure the quality and freshness of the mushrooms when they reach the consumer. Mushrooms are known to be a rich source of antioxidants due to their possession of numerous bioactive compounds such as polyphenols, polysaccharides, vitamins, carotenoids, and minerals. These compounds help promote a healthy immune system. Under the influence of UV radiation from sunlight, mushrooms naturally produce abundant amounts of vitamin D, making them an ideal plant-based source of this vital nutrient, which is crucial for immune health and bone strength. Regular consumption of mushrooms also helps maintain the balance of beneficial bacteria in the digestive tract, thereby enhancing immune function. Mushrooms contain prebiotics, which are essential nutrients for the growth of microbial enzymes, also known as probiotics, significantly supporting digestion and nutrient production. Probiotics are beneficial living microorganisms that contribute to overall health by supporting the digestive system. In the agricultural research and production community, edible mushrooms are recognized not only as a nutritious food source, but also as a supplier of essential minerals, including potassium. Potassium plays a crucial role in maintaining electrolyte balance and supporting cardiovascular function, as affirmed by the American Heart Association. It has the ability to balance sodium levels in the body, thereby controlling blood pressure and improving vascular function. This also contributes to the promotion of sodium excretion through urine, reducing the risk of developing cardiovascular-related diseases. Moreover, mushrooms are known to improve blood cholesterol and lipid levels, thereby helping to reduce inflammation, according to a report published in the Journal of the American Medical Association in May 2021. Research also indicates that regular consumption of mushrooms can reduce the risk of cancer by up to 34%, particularly breast cancer, as analyzed in the Journal of Advanced Nutrition in September 2021. Mushrooms are also a rich source of antioxidants like ergothioneine and glutathione, which protect cells from oxidative damage. Studies show that the levels of these antioxidants in mushrooms can vary depending on the species. Additionally, mushrooms are a rich source of selenium, an important mineral in the body's antioxidant defense system, though the selenium content in mushrooms depends on the soil they are grown in. This information is extremely important for the agricultural industry as it directly relates to cultivation factors and the quality of mushroom products. Mushrooms are often included in weight management diets due to their low carbohydrate and calorie content. Varieties such as portobello have a meaty texture, making them a favorite choice among vegetarians and vegans. The low-calorie content of mushrooms also makes them a preferred option for those looking to control their weight. A 2008 study explored the impact of substituting mushrooms for higher-calorie foods, specifically beef, in a 4-day dietary intervention for overweight or obese adults. Despite equivalent food volumes, the energy content of meals featuring meat and mushrooms differed: 783 calories versus 339 calories. With their rich fiber content, eating mushrooms can create a lasting feeling of fullness and provide fewer calories than meat, thus effectively supporting weight loss. We all want to remain sharp as we age, but 12 to 18% of people over 60 years old suffer from mild cognitive impairment, MCI, a condition that sometimes precedes Alzheimer's disease and affects memory, thinking skills, and judgment. A study in adults over 60 in Singapore found that those consuming more than 2 portions of mushrooms per week had a 57% lower incidence of MCI compared to those who ate mushrooms less than once a week. According to a March 2021 study published in the Journal of Alzheimer's Disease, the study used golden, oyster, shiitake, white button, dried, and canned mushrooms. Researchers believe that ergothioneine in mushrooms is not only an antioxidant, but also has anti-inflammatory properties, both of which may protect against neural cell damage. Most inedible poisonous mushrooms look very similar to edible ones. Consuming mushrooms that contain toxins can cause hallucinations, dangerous poisoning symptoms such as coma, vomiting, seizures, and even severe effects on health leading to death. Therefore, when choosing mushrooms for your diet, you should keep the following in mind. Avoid eating mushrooms that have changed color or have an unusual appearance. Always choose products sealed by reputable companies or those you have grown yourself under controlled conditions after purchasing spores from a reliable source. Do not trust any unclear suppliers when buying mushrooms. Never pick mushrooms from the wild unless you have been thoroughly trained to identify them. Many wild mushrooms can contain heavy metals, as well as air and water pollutants, which can be hazardous to your health. Store mushrooms in a paper bag or damp cloth in the refrigerator or a cool place. Use mushrooms within a few days of purchase. Today's video has come to an end. How do you feel about the information we mentioned in the video? Please share your opinions below this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Nature Farm channel to watch more interesting videos. Goodbye and see you in the next videos.